Well, I guess one way that we can, I would say, work with this kind of remorse that we can feel around not giving enough time or energy to practice, not practicing well in whatever way we perceive that to be. One way we can work with these thoughts and feelings, is to really pay attention to them and to allow them to be a kind of um, encouragement to develop our practice, give more time to our practice, to see these kind of thoughts, remorseful thoughts, as a kind of goad, like a way of kind of really encouraging ourselves strongly to change the situation. So that's the value of, hiri or tapa, the conscience that we carry, which can be so valuable, really, as a yardstick for us to reflect on how we're living, what we're doing. Is this wholesome or not? And if I feel remorse, it's encouragement for me to, okay, maybe I feel something a little bit unwholesome going on here. Let me see if I can improve. Let me see if I can move in the right direction, the direction that will reduce these feelings of remorse and regret. So this is one, very positive way of working with these feelings that arise. And then they have a usefulness, and then they become like a kind of encumbrance if we hold on or identify overly with these feelings of remorse. So it's like with anything and everything, you have an experience. We don't want to hold on to the experience. We don't want to generate more suffering where there's suffering. So to kind of guilt trip ourselves, to keep going on at ourselves, or to obsess about how our practice is not going well, would be to overdo, to add to our suffering. So simply to recognize remorse when it arises, give it some attention, and then see the result of that energy and let it move us in a positive direction is great. And then simply to let go, to let go of those feelings. And my sense is, how do we let go of remorse is to really attend to it. So really give it attention rather than just casting those thoughts aside and ignoring them. No, let's really examine, what is this remorse? Where is it coming from? What do I really think about my practice? How can I change the situation in a good way to meet this sense of remorse, to really address it? And if we do that, if we can really give it the full attention to really bear with that suffering as it arises, to understand that suffering, then we can generally expect to be able to move through, and it passes. It will fade away.